Hello everyone. So this is the sewing process of my off-shoulder bustier. I've gone ahead to cut this on the fabric that's having a hairstyle, but the lining part is not actually having a hairstyle. It's optional. You can add a hairstyle too. Then this is my wadding, the thickest bust bag. I'll go ahead and fold it into two. I'll get my fabric, the center front, or where I marked the number one. I'll go ahead and remove about 7 inches or 6.5. Whichever one you want to use, 7 inches or 6.5. I'll go ahead and clean my fabric because it's shaking, so I needed it to be firm. So I marked 7 inches away. Then I'll go ahead and mark half inches downwards on the wadding. Then with my scissors, I'll go ahead and cut to half inches down. This is how it's looking. I left about half inches on the cutting. After removing 7 inches, I'll make sure that the wadding stops at 13.5. That's my underpost. Then I'll go ahead and bring the other side of it to the center point. I'll place it. Then I'll cut to half inches downwards. Then I'll take my tape. I'm going to mark about 4.5 inches and cut. You can as well use 5 inches or 3.5, but I'm using 4.5 inches. I'll do it in 3 minutes. Then I'll go ahead and give it a shape, a very beautiful shape. I'll cut it out. Then I'll mark the tip of it. I'll mark the top of it. Sorry, I'll notch the top of it. Then this is how it's looking. Then I'll go ahead with my tape. I'll measure this side and measure the other side and make sure that that's the same measurement. If it's actually not the same, I'll go ahead and cut it out. Then let's go to the sewing machine. So I'll go ahead and remove my pins. So this is the wadding. I'll go ahead and place it, leaving that half inches away. Then I'll bring one center front. I'll place the top on it. So just watch very well. It's very simple. I'll place the top on it. Then I'll place my wadding. As you can see, I would want the white side to face each other. Then while sewing, I'll make sure that I'll be dragging everything to come in place. So just watch me closely. It's very simple. You can see how I'm dragging it to come in place, to make sure that everything is coming in place. Then I'll sew down. Then I'll go ahead and notch those areas. If you're not going to use your iron to press it for the moment, notch those areas is very important. Then this is how it's looking. As you can see, is all the first side is already standing. It's already standing. Just make sure you notch it very well. Then I'll go ahead and place the other side. I'll place it at the tip of it and turn it forward. Then I'll begin to sew. I'll make sure that I'll gather everything to keep in place. I will sew with half inches. I'll gather everything to be in place. And then I'll sew downwards. Then as you can see that the top of that was too down, so I have to go ahead and cut it out. Then I'll go ahead and notch it. I'll remove the excess, then I'll notch after notching it. This is how it's looking, and because it's sitting very well. So make sure that I'll put. You can see how it's sitting so perfectly. It's sitting very well. This is how it's looking when after notching it. It's sitting so perfectly, so well, so beautiful. Then I think at this point, then I'll go ahead and do the same to the lining part of it. That's the lining part of it. It's already sitting so well. I think at this point, if you close those areas, your off shoulder bustier is already ready. Then I'll go ahead, I'll get to the back part of it. There are no darts on the back, so the back is straight. It's going to have a loop at the back, so there are no darts at the back. I'll go ahead and place the back right side facing each other. I'll go ahead and pin. I'll go ahead and pin the other side too. I'm sorry this video is too long. I'm sorry. I tried my best to make sure that it's not too long. Pardon me. Then I'll turn it over to this side to mark my actual body measurements. If you actually know how to mark your actual body measurements, you can as well fast forward it. You can as well shift it out, shift the video. So I'll go ahead and mark my actual body measurements. My waist area is 35 divided by 2 is 17 and a half. I'll mark what I have left. I'll divide it on each side. What I have left, I'll divide it on each side. Then I'll use my tailor's chalk to mark it out. Then I'll make sure that I cross-check this part very well because it has to do with your body measurements. So I'll make sure that it's giving me exactly what I want in case if you're making for someone who is not around. So I always make sure that my body measurement is accurate. Then I'll get and draw the lines. Then I'm going to go to the sewing machine to sew down the lines. Then after sewing down the lines, this is how it's looking. This is how it's already looking. I'll go ahead and trim off some excesses at the armhole area. So this is how it's looking. It's already turning out to be beautiful. Then I think at this point your bustier is ready. If you want to leave it like this, is ready. Then I'll do the same to the lining part of it. I'll do the same to the lining part. And I'll do the same to the lining part of it. I'll pin the lining part of it. Then I'll mark my actual measurement on the lining. Then I'm done with the lining. Then I'll go ahead and cut this to the straight because I wouldn't want it to look like that. I went ahead to test it, but until you can't see it, but you see it very soon. Then I'll be using this material to place at the front of this bustier because I wanted it to look like an overpriced corset. I wanted to style it that way. I'll go ahead and mark about. I'll remove 7 inches to mark 25. Then I'll be using 1.5 inches. I'll cut about 9 of this. After putting about 9 of that, I'll go ahead and mark where I want to fix these lines. This is optional. If you actually know how to do this, you can as well fast forward the video. Is optional, but I feel like styling this bustier. Then I'll go ahead and mark the front. I'll go ahead and mark some parts. If you actually are doing this, you can style it however you want to style it. You can use 3 lines at the front and 2 at the back, however you want to style it. Then me, I want to use 5 lines at the front and 2 at the back. Then whatever you marked at the center front at one side is the same thing you mark at the other side. At the other side, so you can go ahead and fast forward. Then I finished drawing the lines. Then I'm going to put my sewing machine. Then this is my plastic bone and the ridgeline bone. Then the first thing I do is to get fabric. I'll be using that fabric to add this bones to it. So the first thing I do is to I'll give about half inches downwards from the starting point, then to where the bones will stop. The bones will stop about exactly the ridgeline bones will stop exactly where the down is stopping, but the plastic bone will stop half inch at the front and half inch at the down part. I'll go ahead and sew this on the sewing machine. So this obviously. And then after sewing the front side of it, the next thing I do is I get my plastic bone and the ridgeline bone. You can only use the ridgeline bone for this, but I want to add the plastic bone to it. As you can see, you place it at the tip, then I'll go ahead and fold this. I'll go ahead and fold this. I'll go ahead and fold this. It can take time. All you have to do is to be patient with it. I'll continue folding this. As you can see, while sewing this, I have to be very careful because of the plastic bone in my needle. So I'll push the plastic bone to one side and make sure that I am sewing on another side. I'll go ahead and sew this other part. I'll shift my plastic bone because of my nipple. I'll shift it. I'll sew down there. So this is exactly how to add a vegetable bone. So add it on the Bustier. So this is how the back is looking so beautiful. So beautiful. I tried it and it's looking so fun. Then I'll go ahead and trim some excesses. Then I found out that it was too big, so I decided to still remove about I removed about little allowances from it. I'll go ahead and do the same. After doing it, after fixing the bones on the lines that I drew, this is how it's looking. Then at this point, you would think the bust area is looking flat, but it's not looking flat. That's because of the bones and the plastic bones. It's too much. Then at this point, your fabric is stubborn. My God. Then we are going to go back to the loop. This is the materials that I cut out for the loop. I cut this out. I'll go ahead and fold it. I use about 1.25 inches. I'll go ahead and fold it into two. It's obviously for the loop. I'll go ahead and sew the other one. Then I'll go ahead and open it up. Then with my tape, I'm going to mark about 2.5 inches. Then I'll go ahead and cut to 2.5 inches. You can as well use 2 2 inches, but I want to use 2.5. Then this is it. Then I'll go ahead and mark where I want to place the loop. Then at this point, I'm going to, I should have marked this before placing the plastic bone so that it won't the material, the dress, the bustier won't be stubborn. But I think at this point it's so stubborn to get exactly. I suggest you mark this before you place the loop. I'll go ahead and I'll give about 2 2 inches or 1.5 inches little, very little allowances for the loop. I'll mark it to the down part of it. I'll mark the front, I'll mark the other side. As you can see, the stair is now so stubborn because of the plastic bones on it. Then after marking it, I'll go ahead and trim this place off. I'll go ahead and trim this place off. I use about 3.5 inches. I'll trim it to the armhole. Then I'll get my lining parts, which I'm going to use to. Okay, I'll take exactly what I cut on the main fabric. I'll place it on the lining part of it and cut exactly. So this is how it's looking. Then I'll place a lining part. I'm going to sew this up. This is where I'm going to sew. I'm going to sew this up. Then this is when I'm done sewing it. I found out that this actually didn't reach to the tip of it. I'll go ahead and remove the other side. It's because it's an armhole, that's why I have to remove the other side. Then I'll go ahead and notch I think at this point I need to top stitch, but I didn't do it. I decided to sew the armhole lines, the two armhole lines. Then I found out that this wadding is too much. I'll go ahead and reduce it. A little. Then I'll go ahead and sew the armhole lines. Sew the armhole lines. It's obviously too very difficult to sew this armhole lines if your plastic bones are inside. Then I've gone ahead to sew the armhole lines. I'm going to now top stitch the front part of it. I'm going to top stitch the front part of it. From here to here, that's where I'm going to top stitch, which I know you can do this. I'll sew with every carefulness. After top stitching, this is how it's looking. Then I'll go ahead and sew the back side of this. After sewing the back side of this, I'll go ahead and top stitch in the back side. I'll top stitch at the back side. Then after top stitching, that's how it's looking. So I went ahead and I did the same to the other side. Then we are going to place our loop at this moment. Then I'll turn it to the back side of it. I'll make sure that right side is facing each other. Then I'll divide my loop into two. I'll place it at that place I marked my chalk. I'll place it. Then I'm going to sew down. I'm obviously going to sew down. I'll keep placing it exactly where I placed my chalk. Then I'll turn the lining parts on top of it and sew. So just watch carefully. Then once we are done, so this is how it's looking. This is how the loop is looking. I've gone ahead to fold it to the front. This is how my loop is looking. It's now looking beautiful. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the sewing machine to sew about half inches at this loop side. So just watch me. This is the bone I'm going to insert there, so I'm going to sew about half inches in the sewing machine. Then 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 after sewing it, I'm going to go ahead to insert these bones inside. As you can see, I'll make sure that this bones is going to is actually going to go in to the tip of it. I'm leaving at least half inches away on the top part. I'll do the same to the other side. I'll fix my bones here. It's very important to fix bones to your loop or to your eyelet. It helps it stronger as you tie the loop, as you tie the loop on your loop or your eyelet. Then I went that then I'm going to go ahead to sew this down part of this with half inches fabric. I've gone ahead to sew this down with half inches fabric. I'm going to go ahead to fold this inside. To fold this inside like this. So to fold this inside and sew like this. It's because of how long the video is, and that's why I didn't show you the sewing part. Just sew straight. Then I'll go ahead and trim off excesses. This is how my off shoulder bustier is looking. I went ahead to add a little hand to it. Thank you, God bless you. It's looking so beautiful. I think at this point your off shoulder bustier is ready.